Alright, Charlie Girl says, happy Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. I'm not going to be live long. I just got a few things that I want to get off my chest and straightened out before this runs and goes further than it needs to be, because I think it's all crazy. Carla! Hey, Rapash. You can be here as long as you stay respectful. You can be here. Yeah. I want to address it just before it get a misdemeanor, before this gets way blown out of proportion. And I just find it so funny how people can sit on a panel and cry, that, oh my God, somebody dragged me and somebody talked about me, but yet you sit on a panel and go lower than the people that weren't even saying anything about you. I find that amusing. So let's start. Truthseeker knows did a live. Yep, she did. Was I in there? Yep, I was. Did I put emojis? Yep, I did. Now, Truthseeker knows the way I took the live, and everybody's going to take her live the way they want to take it. Everybody hears things differently than somebody else. And that's why people should listen with their own ears instead of hearsay. People like screenshots, when people take something out of a chat and only screenshot what that person said, but yet they don't know what was said on panel, and then they run with it. That's half the problem with this community, is people all talk and you don't listen or you don't see for yourself. And that's what you should do. You should listen and hear from yourself, because everybody takes everything differently. So, Truthseeker Knows was live. Yep. As everybody says, I would probably call it a parody, right? Because people do parodies all the time, and they're pretty nasty, some of the parodies. But they get to claim it's a parody. So I'll give her that parody. Truthseeker Knows said everything that has already been said on a live before. Now, did Laura call her daughter a slut on a panel? Yep, she did. Did Truthseeker Knows bring it up? Yep, she did. Did she address it like she had an opinion on it? No. She was saying what Laura said. Our kids should not be talked about? Absolutely. Kids should not be talked about. But let's talk about that. If kids aren't allowed to be talked about, how is it okay for her to sit on Amanda Lynn's panel last night and say Carla's son should stick a needle in his arm? Right? How is that? That makes it no different. But it's okay, right? It's okay because it's Carla. And it's okay to talk about me because it's me, because we were in a chat throwing up emojis. It doesn't matter her son is grown or not. What does that have to do with anything? A kid is a kid. I don't care if my son was 23. But Laura's the one that said it, not Truthseeker Knows. Laura called her daughter a slut on a live. Truthseeker Knows used her words. Yeah, kids should be off limits, but if you want kids off limits, then stop talking about them on a panel. Kids are kids. My adult children are still my kids. To me, kids are kids. To me, I don't care if my son is 20 years old. You talk about my kid. Just like when people talk about the Truth kid. Truth comes out swinging. He's an adult, but it doesn't matter. It's her kid. And then you're going to pick on somebody else's, Truthseeker knows used Laura's words. Okay? Carla opened up about her son having an addiction problem, and Laura uses that to her advantage. So how is Truthseeker knows using what Laura called her daughter, whether it was choking or not? Okay, I'll give it to Laura. Maybe Laura was joking with her kid. Okay, I'll give her that. But when you say that on a live panel, people are going to run with it. But it's okay for you to sit on a panel and tell somebody that. Or let's talk about the time where Laura sat on a panel and told everybody who's more likely to die alone during Cornholio. That's okay, right? Or let's talk about the time that Laura talked about Serendipity's kid. That's okay, right? That's allowed. Let's talk about the time that Laura talked about somebody else's mother committing suicide. That's okay, right? But Truthseeker knows uses Laura's words. In a live, we sat there and gave emojis, and we get dragged from Kingdom Come last night. Trust me. People talk about my teeth all the time. I don't give a rat's ass. Because you know what? I'm happy with who I am. I don't let that shit bother me, because it doesn't. So you guys can run around and talk about my voice or how I say a word or what my teeth look like. It just shows your immaturity. It just shows that you can't do a disagreement without cutting somebody down. But that's what drives me nuts. And we did not say those words. We were in a chat. How many times have people been in a chat? How many people have been in a chat that something's gone on that you might not agree with? You might not agree with, but you were in that chat. And you didn't stick up for the person. You didn't say it was wrong. You didn't say it was right. You didn't say anything. But that's okay. I just find it really funny how back in the day, I can remember lives after lives after lives putting Laura down. Talking about her kids, this and that. And now because you guys made an amends, which is great. Kumbaya all you want. I don't fucking care. Kumbaya. Don't care. Don't care if you're friends. Don't care if you're not. But at least don't freaking spew bullshit. Because the people that are sitting on a panel with Laura last night are the very ones that talked the most shit about her freaking 6 months ago. And then they're going to put the new people down? Come on, really? That's some bullshit. You want a kumbaya, but really? You guys all know Laura called her daughter a slut on a live. All of you do. And I'm sorry, Truthseeker knows, never told anybody they hoped they died. I was in the live the whole damn time. So I don't know who's running around with that scenario, but that did not happen. It's ridiculous because we were in a chat. Because if Truthseeker knows left up our live, you would see it. We put emojis, laughing faces. Because the truth hurts, right? She brought, everything she brought up, the truth hurts, right? And then you guys want to sit there and talk about kids. But, okay, I like Marianne. I do. I like Marianne. I think she's a sweetheart. But Marianne, didn't you just say to Lemonade just a couple of days ago or a week ago or whatever that how's your kids like their new mom? But that's okay, right? But that's okay. But Truthseeker knows saying somebody else's own words and us being in a chat, oh my God, crucify us. I don't deal with drama. I think the drama around here is ridiculous. I think that the drama just moves from chat to chat, but all the same people are involved. It's every day somebody's mad at somebody, but it's the same group of people that are running around with the drama. It's always the same people on panel, and it's just a different person they're bitching about. I don't do it because I think it's ridiculous. So I don't deal with drama. I usually don't do drama. But after last night, I was like, you know what? I am going to address this. And I'm going to address it once. Because, these people have been running around for weeks, maybe a month, talking about me. I have not addressed one thing. Because you were on Carla's panel. This is my panel. Carla don't want to deal with the drama on her panel. She has that right. So if you want to talk about it here, by all means, talk away. I'm not Carla. See, there's the difference. There it is, right there. You guys grouping people together. Completely grouping people together. You should have addressed Carla privately because Carla's panel was not talking about the drama. But because I'm in Carla's chat and because you went on and they don't want to talk about it, don't group me in with that. I didn't say it. I started my own panel. No, I did not, never, not once. See, that's how the rumors start right there, Jen B. Not once did I not tell her to not address you. Nope, didn't happen. I was in there actually saying my side. I was actually saying how I thought it was wrong. I was actually doing what I'm doing right now. But when Carla said she didn't want to address it, I decided to do my own live because I respect Carla's wishes and Carla's panel. But no, I was not right there telling her not to address you. No. But I don't know. I just see that it depends on the day, depends on the way the wind blows. Benji. I'll leave Benji for a minute. You supported Laura for, oh, wait, I forgot that part. You are disgusting. Thank you. I'm glad you think that. You supported Laura for over a year and you had no problem with TSK. Do you eat carrots too? Benji, I did support Laura for over a year, yeah? And I've never made a comment about TSK. So don't know what you're talking about, but okay. So no. And do I eat carrots? No, I don't like carrots. But now you can move on. I addressed you. Now we're done. So that's how I feel. I feel like I'm still going to go where I want to go. I'm still going to put emojis where I want to put emojis. But usually I don't go to the drama. You don't see me in the drama. I saw Truthseeker Knows was live because she was the only one live. I decided to pop in. She was stating things that people have said on their lives, and she used their words. And all of a sudden, it was a big poof. But I can remember back in the day when certain people sat on her panel or in her chat and agreed with everything she said. Everything she said about Laura, they agreed with, laughed with her. They loved her. Ha ha ha, she's so funny. But now, because that amends is made, now it's not okay. All I'm saying is I don't do the drama. I don't do the drama. Leave my ass out of the drama. If you want to add me, fine, but I won't listen. I haven't listened. I don't listen. I don't care that people talk about me. Hold on, I gotta put my earbuds in. Hey, Samara.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay.
What you got to say, sweetheart?
I have this to say, sweetheart.
All right.
That, okay, I, just like you were just saying, that you haven't addressed anything that everybody's been running around doing, like, put those trolls in the chat. Were the ones who were certain person's live and they were making fun of you and they were all laughing on camera? You didn't address that. You never said anything. I mean, you were told about it and you didn't say anything about it. And then the same came up when another creator brought you up. You're not even a part of the drama. You haven't done anything to be part of the drama. And they felt the need to bring you up and use you as content and make you the butt of a joke. I don't know how much more somebody is supposed to take. It's constant. Carly's an easy target. Misdemeanor's an easy target. Being called out yesterday, even Stewie was called out for being in a chat. Being in a chat. The words didn't come out of your mouth or his mouth or Misdemeanor or Carla's. You were in a chat. That's the extent of it. And I don't know what the problem is.
Exactly. That's the thing. We were in a chat. People are in a chat all the time. There is things that are said on a panel that are, do you see 500 people leaving that chat when somebody says something that shouldn't be said, or 300 or 100 or 50 or whatever? Do you see them all? Oh my God, we can't stay in here. We got to leave because, this creator said something bad. No. So that's what we were supposed to do?
Exactly.
That's what we were supposed to do. Because I see those people in chats all the time when things that are being said shouldn't be said, but you don't see them running away.
No, and the other problem was that yesterday that Carla's name was brought up for being in the chat. Why? Why are you even bringing her up?
Did I lose you?
Yeah, for a split.
Oh, there you are.
Because of where I am. Why even bring Carla up? Just because you dislike her and that's how you feel about her, fine. But we're not having lives and talking about you.
No, we are not. We don't do lives and talk about you. And I think any time that I've done drama or addressed drama, it hasn't been very often. But it's usually because somebody has talked about me, not the other way around. I do my true crime. Carla does her coffee in the morning. We do not do this drama shit.
No.
We don't. You don't see us anywhere. We don't watch people. We don't. We really, really don't. We don't watch people. You don't see us in chats. The one time you see us in a chat, you're going to freaking do a 2-hour live about it?
Exactly. TSK said a lot of things that a lot of people did agree with. Not everything she said.
No.
She said she called out a lot of hypocrisy in the community. And
yes,
I don't
she did.
know why that was a problem for you guys to put laughing emojis in the chat when she was calling things out.
Because it doesn't fit the other people's narrative. It doesn't fit the other group. That hypocrisy, we can't talk about that because then we get dragged. Nobody can say what the real truth is around here. We have to make up bullshit. They said Carla and Jenna should have said no talking about Laura's kids, but not everyone wants to get in the middle. I told Laura it wasn't right to point Carla out. Joe Lang, I agree.
Carla is an easy target, and she just found out 20 minutes ago what Laura had said about Carla's son. And I'm sorry if you thought I was being rude to you, Jen B. I just think you should have approached it differently. You should have not come up on panel. This is something we didn't want to address in Carla's. Coming up on panel and reprimanding her, because that's basically what you were doing. And reprimanding her. Basically saying, I'm disappointed that you were a part of that.
But we weren't a part.
Exactly.
That's the part that blows my mind. We weren't a part of it. Did we say, do you think I agreed with everything Truthseeker said in her live? No, I didn't. Not everything. Do I think kids should not be brought up? Yes. But if you really want to get down to the root of it, this would have never been brought up if Laura never said it on a live. It gives people that firing power. It gives them that firing power. You don't want them to have a firing power, then don't do shit on a live. Sorry.
Hey, Smalls, I dragged Jen B. No, I told Jen B there was another way to approach it. That was a dragging. That's a pretty pathetic dragging. It really was.
And see, that's how things get spun. There was no raising the voice. There was nobody being rude on Carla's panel. Did Samara have an opinion? She did. Did Jen B have an opinion? She did. Did Misdemeanor have an opinion? She did. Carla did. That doesn't mean nobody got dragged or whatever.
Exactly.
And this is how it starts, because now it will be that Samara dragged Jen B on Carla's panel, and that's absolutely not what happened. All they said was, Samara said, I wish she would have done it in private.
Right.
That's it.
Okay, point out how I didn't treat Jen B right when I said it shouldn't have been brought up in public, in front of everyone. She should have been approached privately. She said she didn't know how to reach her privately. I pointed out how you could reach somebody privately. It's not that hard. And nobody was trying to mistreat her for trying to clear Carla's name. To me, it didn't sound like that, to be honest. It sounded like she was being reprimanded for being in a chat that clearly...
When I came in late, and it sounded like Jen B didn't like that we were in that, Carla was in that chat, and why would Carla be in that chat? And now you're saying Jen B was defending Carla, so I'm confused.
Right. All you wanted to do was stop talking about it, and you still kept going. I wasn't the only one who wanted you to stop talking about it. I don't know what's so hard about that. That's not a dragging.
Hey, Gingerlock's mom. How are you? Plus, Carla tells everyone not to white knight for her. Exactly. LaDonna, I have that same rule. Don't white knight for me, because that's how trouble starts. That's how trouble starts. I don't want nobody white knighting for me. Do I appreciate when people speak up on my behalf, like Tracy has, Serendipity have lately, and I have thanked them and said that I appreciate it. But they don't need to, but I appreciate that they did, because they know, and most everybody else knows, I don't deal with the drama. I was in a chat and I put laughing faces. I think the only words I typed is, I am dead, with a laughing face. Other than that, it was all emojis. Carla put all emojis. Misty put all emojis. And that's what we're getting dragged for having emojis. And I'm sorry, how is Truthseeker No getting crucified for using Laura's words to her own kid, but yet Laura has run around this panel, and not that I want to get involved, but she has run around, said horrible things. The wrong person died. Stick a needle in your eye. Wish you died alone. Let's talk about a kid, another kid, a mother with a kid that has special needs about their grade. That's okay. But Truthseeker uses Laura's own words, and we're having all this. All of this. Because now, and Laura runs around and says, I've been dragged for 20 months, blah, 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 blah. Yes, okay. But, at the same time, in my opinion, you create half of that. Because of your words and what you say, because you don't think before you speak. So, in my opinion, yeah, you've been dragged for 20 months, but I would say it's 50-50. 50 of it you didn't deserve, 50 of it you did. Now you can come for me.
Now that's pathetic. Why?
It is.
Because you just spoke your mind, is what you did.
Exactly.
Not on Carla's, on yours.
Right. And that's why, because like I said, when Jen B came in, I was trying to speak my mind in the chat. But Carla didn't want it there. And because I like Carla, because I respect Carla, Carla wanted it to end, so I left. And I just ended it. Okay, this is not where Carla doesn't want drama on her channel. That's fine. I respect that. But that's the why I have a panel of my own. And trust me, I thought about, do I do this live or don't I do this live? Do I let it go and just let them run around and talk about me all they want and not give them what they need? Should I leave it alone? Yeah, but you know what? I've left it alone for over a month. I've been trolled. I have names about me. I've had people talk about my looks and anything and anything, because they only have like my looks to come at me for. Oh, me getting money, not super chats, but PayPals. They come for me for that. And I've left it alone because I really don't care. I don't have to answer to anybody in this community. But I sat here and I was like, you know what? I deserve to say something, because all I was in a chat giving emojis. And you guys just don't quit. You guys just don't quit. I don't bug you. I don't talk about you. I don't do drama. But yet you guys talk about me all the time, and you're going to sit there and say, I'm the bad guy? I'm the bad guy.
I agree with you.
I'm the bad guy because I was in Truthseeker's Nose Live, but I don't do drama. But I'm the bad guy while you guys run around daily and do 3, 4, 5 hour lives, but I'm the bad one.
And that's their content. That's what they do. That's the drama. Well, that's their thing that they do. Why do you have to even have to bring Jenna into it? She wasn't bothering anybody.
Nope. And neither was Carla, and neither was Misdemeanor.
No.
We don't bother anybody. We don't get entangled in this BS, this drama. We don't get entangled. We keep our opinions to ourselves. Because trust me, we have opinions, just like everybody else does on these panels. But we choose to keep them to ourselves because we don't want to cause drama. We don't want to, we don't want it near us. So we keep it to ourselves. And you guys just keep coming and coming and coming.
I didn't call you the bad guy. Did I? You're actually going to sit there and write in chat that I called you a name? Anybody can go back and listen to it. I would never call anyone a name, ever. I asked you to stop. It was done. Like, we didn't want to talk about it.
You see, but this is going to cause a new drama. Everybody can go and listen to Carla's, okay? Jen B, you're here. Do you want to come up on panel and be able to speak what you wanted to speak on Carla's? Like, we're making this a bigger deal than it has to be.
Yeah, I'd really like you to clarify the fact that I called you the bad guy. You said to yourself, what am I, the bad guy? That's what you said. You said, what am I, the bad guy now? Those were the words you said. I wouldn't call anybody a name.
Hey, Bailey.
And it's getting derailed. It's just.
It is. It is.
House.
Right. I'm talking about what people have done to me, and you're more worried about that you didn't get to speak what you wanted to on a panel. Like, really? Why? Like, really? Is it really that big of a deal? I mean, in YouTube, maybe. But in my mind, I don't see it as a big deal. All they didn't want to do, they just didn't want to talk about it in Carla's. Samara just said, maybe you should have brought it to her in private.
Right.
Okay, I may have said that. You're making me out to be the bad guy. You're correct.
Okay, I'm not trying to make you out to be the bad guy. And I don't want to argue with you at all, because I'm not upset with you. I was upset at the situation because I know, Carla, we all agreed that we were not going to talk about it. And if anybody came into chat bringing it up, we were not going to discuss it. We had no idea when you asked for a link to come up, that's what you were going to say. Or we would have said, no, not here. That's basically what it is.
But now, like I said, now can we get back to what what I'm here for? Jemby, what are you after? I lost that. What are you after? Truth didn't say what Laura said. There was nothing to get mad about, anything to be sorry for. If you have a problem with anybody, what do you want? I'm behind a bit, Jenna, but people coming for your looks are absolutely ridiculous. I agree. I think it's ridiculous. Like I said, it doesn't bother me. I am content with my looks. I'm happy with my looks. My husband loves my looks. And that's all that matters to me. So they can talk about my voice. They can talk about how I say pacifically, They can talk about that. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. And it just shows that, in my opinion, I'm more classier than they are because I can actually sit on a panel and talk and say how I feel without screaming, without swearing, without calling people's names, without picking on people's looks, by hitting the low blows, talking about everybody else's, personal things that they've brought up into this platform. It's disgusting. Why can't you just sit here like a grown adult and speak with what you have to say without tearing somebody down? I don't have to tear anybody down to get my point across.
I agree. Thank you, Luke Egan.
It's ridiculous because truthfully and honestly, they didn't get anywhere last night. They didn't make a point anywhere. All they did was pick on me, Misdemeanor, and Carla. That's what they did. They sat there and picked on us and hit low blows.
Yes, it was pretty bad.
I mean, I'm sorry for Laura to say that about Carla's son, how he should be sticking another needle in his arm while she's sitting on Mandolin's panel, and Mandolin is supposed to be a recovering addict spokesperson. Guess what? You didn't say anything, did you? You didn't say that was wrong.
I'm sorry, Jenna, did you tell TSA that you loved her while she was bashing a minor?
Did I? See, that's the thing. Bashing a minor. She didn't bash a minor. She used Laura's words that Laura said to her own kid. Did I say I love you? I probably did.
Thank you, the truth.
FYI, I and others have yes, truth. I said that probably a little bit ago, that I appreciate you and Sarah and all of you defending me, speaking up for me, because I don't deal with this drama. I don't address it. I mean, they've been talking about me for weeks, and I don't bite. But there comes a time where I felt like I even debated today. I'll be honest, I debated. Do I go live? Do I address it, or do I ignore it? Because really, what's it going to do? It's not going to get anything to be solved, because this is how this community works. It's going to be, now they're going to have to clap back, because that's what they do. But really, you shouldn't have to clap back, because you guys are the ones being assholes, not me. I'm not the one running around talking about you guys. You're the ones running around talking about me.
Right. I didn't know if K-Smalls knew that they were running around doing that.
I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't go to these lives. I don't even listen. I get told, oh, the only thing I listened to was last night, because I just felt that it was way over the line. But I have people come to me all the time and be like, hey, they mentioned you last night on this panel. They said this or that. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm glad they feel better about themselves. And I move on. I don't even go listen, because what's the point? Smalls, that's the best thing you can do, is leave this drama, because it doesn't stop. No, you're not blocked, Truth. I can see you.
Jenna was talking to you. Did you hear her?
I was just talking to you. You didn't hear me? I was thanking you. I was saying how I talked about thanking you guys earlier in my stream, but now that you're here, I was saying that I thank you and Sarah and everybody else that have stood up, because you guys see that I don't do anything. I do my true crime, and I go into Carla's. That's what I do. In the morning, I'm in Carla's. At night, I do true crime. On Wednesday, I'm live in the morning. That's what I do. It's just ridiculous. And like I said, talking about, and then that other thing that bothers me about Laura mentioning how there was a thing said last night about serendipity. How Laura talked about Serendipity's kid 2 years ago, and now Serendipity is just bringing it up. Well, let's clarify that, because Laura might have said it 2 years ago, but Serendipity knew nothing of it. Nobody told Sarah until Sarah left. And then people showed Sarah the screenshots of Laura picking on her wedding ring. Laura picking on her son for getting an 82 on a grade. Laura picking on her about where she lived. So, yeah, Sarah is addressing it now, but Sarah's addressing it now because Sarah just found out, because Laura was talking behind Sarah's back, but being her friend to her face. That's how Laura works around here.
Could you read Full On Madness comment?
She did not use Laura's words. Yes, she did. It was disgusting. And the things she said about ML and HL and the others was gross. You don't want drama, but you're in the stream like that. I was in the stream. That was the first stream I've been in forever, because she was the only one live and I was bored. So I went in there, and she did use Laura's words. Laura sat there. Her daughter came in with a hickey on her neck. She was live, and she said, "What's that? Is that a hickey, you little slut?" So yes, she did. Full On Madness. And there's probably 91 people that can agree with it, that have been in Laura's lives when she did it. Now, Laura says that that's the way she jokes with her daughter. Okay, then that's the way she jokes with her daughter. I don't care. But I'm getting crucified for being in there. I didn't say it. Do I agree that people should talk about kids? No, I don't agree. But we gotta call it what it is. We have to. Now, me personally, would I have done that? No. Would I have talked about the kids? No. I wouldn't even have talked about grown adults. You know, like Carla's kid or Tracy's kid. They're still their kids to them. So I would never go that low. But when you use something on, we used to tell Laura, back in the day, we used to tell Laura, when your kids come in, mute your mic, and then you can talk to your kids, because every time you do something, every time Dayton comes in or whatever, and you refuse him a Gatorade or whatever, people are going to run with it. And this is what happens when you put your life on display on a live platform. I don't talk about my children. I don't talk about my husband. I don't talk about my family life, because if I did, it gives you all fair game to use it against me. Not saying it's right, because it's not. But when you choose to put your life out there, you have to take what you get. And I'm sorry, I don't agree with everything Truthseeker Knows did, but Truthseeker Knows used Laura's words. What can you say about that? You can say she's wrong because Laura has the right to say that to her kid, but we don't have the right to say it? How? Okay, we can play that card. Use that card. Well, she's my kid and I can talk about her, but you can't. We'll use that card. But really? That's not how it works in this community. People get drugged for everything. Amanda Lynn came out about her addiction. She got dragged for her addiction, got used against her. Laura brings out her kids on a live. Guess what they use? They use Laura's kids. Me, I had an issue one time with my internet, and followers decided to help me out. Guess what? That gets used against me. We can go on and on. Tracy, the truth, brought up her son's story. Guess what gets used against her all the time? Her kid. Do you guys see it? So if Truthseeker Knows is wrong, that means everybody is wrong. How can you just go after Truthseeker Knows? If Truthseeker Knows is wrong, everybody is wrong. Because everybody has done it. The people that are bitching are the ones that have done shit. It's all about the clique and where you are. And I'm sorry, it is. Because I'm sorry, Ash and Hello Starlight and Amanda Lynn, they used to all laugh about shit like that back in the day. Thought it was funny. But now we're going to do panels and say it's wrong. Come on, guys. You guys have all been around as long as I have. And you all see it. And yeah, it's scary to speak up about it. Because if you speak up about it, you're at risk of being dragged. So everybody stays quiet. And we shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have to. But like I said, you watch the drama, watch it all. And you're going to see the same people involved in that drama every single time. You're going to see the ones that want the drama to stop and do the lives to stop the drama and speak out for people, the underdogs, like Truth and Sarah, they speak out for the underdogs. And then you have the people on the other side that drag the underdogs. And that's how this community works. This is not the true crime community anymore. The true crime community went out the window a long time ago. You don't see many people doing true crime anymore. It's all drama. And it's never going to stop. As long as they get the views and as long as they get the people with their pom-poms out rooting them on, it's never going to end. And that's why I chose for myself to separate myself. I don't watch the bullshit. So I would kindly like it if you would leave me out of the bullshit. I was in Truthseeker Knows is Live. Yes, I was. I put emojis in her live. I might have even said I loved her. I might have. But that doesn't mean because I wrote that, I agree with every word that comes out of her mouth. That doesn't mean that. Or maybe it does. I don't know. But what are you going to do? Like, really? You found me in one live, rooting the drama on, and now I need to be crucified? Show me where I'm in any other fucking drama live. You ain't going to find me. And look at what happened. I went into one drama live and I get dragged. Carla finally goes into one drama live. Misdemeanor finally goes into one drama live. And look at what happens to us. Everybody else is in everybody's drama every day. We go into a drama live one time and we get dragged. Virginia Moon, she's always gets picked on for only doing good. We are a happy family. Ah, thanks, Luke. But like I said what I needed to say. I'm not saying Truthseeker Knows is right. I'm not saying Mandolin and them are right. They're all wrong. When you do a clapback for somebody hitting you below the belt, and you do a clapback doing the same hit below the belt, guess what? It doesn't work. You don't come out the hero. Maybe if you did the live without doing below the belt, you might have came out all right. But Truthseeker Knows hit below the belt, and you guys went and did a live and hit below the belt. You're all of you guilty. That's what I got to say. You're all guilty. When you want to clap back, do it without hitting below the belt. And like I said, I could go around and round in circles for another hour over this shit. But it's not worth it to me. I have way better things to do. I'm going to continue doing what I do. And that is true crime, whether people think I'm good at it or people don't think I'm good at it. I don't really care. The people that like it, come in and watch. The people that don't watch. I don't care. I'm going to continue going about my day. I'm not addressing any more drama yet again. So you can go live till next year and talk about my teeth, my looks, my true crime, whatever you want. I'm not going to address you. So have fun. Keep trolling me, do what you do, or be the bigger person and leave me the fuck alone. You could do that too, because guess what? I leave you the fuck alone. It's kind of funny that a couple weeks ago, Laura sat on a panel and actually said something nice about me. Said it was nice that Jenna's not involved, that she's doing her own thing, and I wish her well. And now because you see me in a live and you didn't see it, you got screenshots and you took it for what it was and ran with it and then talked trash about me. Hypocrisy. I love y'all. Have a great day. And if you haven't subbed, please sub. If you like it, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. I really don't care. Either one, I like them both. I hope you all have a stay healthy, stay happy, and stay you. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.